Hi and welcome. Today I'm going to talk about how and what to focus on when starting your fitness journey. So you have finally come to that point in your life where you realize how important it is to be fit, and you've made up your mind to set goals and accomplish them with respect to fitness and keeping in shape. I want to share with you 4 rules that if you apply will ensure that you don't fall off along the way, because like you know, and like maybe you have in the past, many people set out to do something in this regard and at the end of the day they quit, and usually it's because of these 4 rules that they're not actually applying. So the rules are broken down into 2 categories: 2 things that you should not get and 2 things that you should get. So we'll start with the things that you should not get. Rule number 1: don't get discouraged at your apparent initial physical weakness. Here you are, you've signed up for a program, you downloaded an app on your phone with exercises, you have a physical trainer, whatever the case may be. But it becomes obvious that you are not able to actually accomplish the simplest of tasks. You actually don't have the stamina, or you're not strong enough to do the simple things that you're told to do, even at the beginning. And you now begin to wonder, maybe I'm not cut out for this thing. Maybe I'm not just meant to be Mr. or Mrs. Fit in this scenario. So I'll just quit and live my life the way I'm supposed to live my life. No, everyone has actually gone through this phase. Every single person you see today who is fit has actually been in this place before. The first thing you must understand is that this is a normal phenomenon. There's nothing strange about it. It doesn't make you less than anyone, because everybody has been through this phase. No one was born with muscles. No one was born with a 6-pack. Everybody had to develop these things. So it's important to know, like I said, that it is natural. You only need to develop your strength. You only need to develop your muscle, and that's exactly why you're doing what you're doing. Like it is with everything, you have to start from somewhere. They say a journey of 1,000 miles, start with a step, right? So don't be discouraged when you see that you have 999 miles to go. You no more have 1,000 miles to go. You started with a step. So don't be discouraged by your initial weakness. I told you about this in the last video. I said when I was not able to shoot free throws right, I went and I started doing push-ups to get stronger. Do you know that when I started doing push-ups, I could only do 1 push-up. I could only get 1 push-up in. I went down and I came up and I was bent. It took weeks of constant trying daily before I began to make progress, where I could do 2 push-ups, I could do 3, 4, and up until the time I could actually do a lot more to actually now develop that muscle. That's what you are actually trying to do now. You are developing it, so start and keep at it. Rule number 2: don't get discouraged by how far ahead others are. Humans, we all have that pair level up mentality that we naturally, with anything we do, we want to be at pace with our peers. This is similar to rule number 1, but it's a little bit different, because in this scenario you are really looking at yourself vis-a-vis others. You must remember, you're not competing with other people, you are competing with yourself. When it comes to fitness, you are trying to outdo your past. You're trying to become the best version of you. You're trying to become the best version of him or her. You're trying to become the best version of you. You don't know exactly what the other people are doing. For instance, you're looking at the guy in the gym who is squatting 400 pounds, and you're like, wow, why am I so far away from this guy? But that guy is training because he's maybe a wrestler or a boxer or something. He has a different goal. You are just training because you want to be fit, so that you can look good in your clothes, so that you can be healthy, so that you can live longer. Your plan is different. Your program is different. So you are not to be intimidated or to be discouraged by that other person. You are never going to need to do what he's doing probably. And even if you have that same goal, you are where you are right now, you are starting off, you're going to get there. So step by step. I started with 20 kg squats. I could not squat more than the barbell. And I'll be at the gym and I'll carry a 20 kg barbell and I was squat with that. So at one point, it made more sense for me to come to the gym when no one was there, so that I'm not slowing anyone down, or I'm not considering anybody, or I'm not looking at who's looking at me, or whatever it is. So I would come to the gym in the afternoon when the gym was empty, and I would work with the weights that I need to work with. Only me in the gym, squat my 20 kgs, and I began to increase. So from 20 kgs, I was now doing 30, from 30, 40, 50. All of a sudden, I've got to the point where I can do 140 kg squats. You see, so what I'm trying to say, you can always progress. So don't allow someone else to discourage you. Rather, be inspired by people that are ahead of you. But remember that you have your own race that you're running. So don't try to copy someone else. And in some scenarios, some of these people who actually want to intimidate you or want to literally force you into their own program. They say, hey, you can do more. Hey, bro, you can do more. No. You have your own goal. You understand why you're doing what you're doing. Focus on the things that you are supposed to do, because you have particular outcomes that you are seeking, and that's what you should be focused on, right? Remember, the whole idea is what to focus on. You're focusing on being what you want to be, being the best that you can be for yourself. That's what you're focusing on. Generally, get accurate information about the exercises, about the diet, as it pertains to the particular outcome you desire. There are different exercises, different programs, there are different instructions for different outcomes. So ensure you get the accurate information for your own situation and apply it accordingly. It is a science, garbage in, garbage out. Similar to baking, if you know baking or you know anyone who bakes, they'll tell you measurements are very important. Put in the wrong measurement of flour to sugar or whatever it is, and the cake might not rise. In the same thing, you don't want to spend all the time, energy, resources in the gym or working out at home. At the end of the day, there's no result. This is one major reason a lot of people quit. They get discouraged. They've worked out for 2 or 3 years and they don't seem to see the results. But the reason they're not seeing the results is because they're not applying accurate information. The fourth rule is get more concerned about proper form than counting reps. Like I said, garbage in, garbage out. You don't want to deceive yourself in fitness. You want to actually get the outcome. So you want to train yourself to do the correct thing and get used to doing the correct thing and actually now see the real progress. If you could only do 5 push-ups and you could do them correctly, go down, come back up, not halfway push-ups. You could actually go all the way down and come back up 5 times. That's better than doing 10, half push-ups. So it's important that you do these things correctly so that you actually get the desired results. My conclusion is celebrate your baby steps. As you progress, like I just explained, you were doing 5 push-ups, you can now do 10. Celebrate it. From 5 to 6, celebrate it, Celebrate your progress because you are getting closer and closer to your goal. So learn to celebrate your progress. Learn to rejoice within yourself that you are becoming a better version of you every single day. Remember, you're doing the right thing. You're helping yourself. You're achieving your goals. And you're going to be a happier person at the end of the day. I will be sharing weekly inspiring and motivating topics like this to keep you fit, to keep you inspired concerning fitness, concerning lifestyle, and other things. If you have any comments, you have any questions, put them in the comment box below. Share your thoughts, like and share. Have a lovely, lovely day ahead.